Hey guys, Professor Fat Shady from the University of Trials, here today checking out Way of the Machine. I've already done this detailed tutorial, but I have had a bunch of requests for that one particular jump. You'll know what jump I'm talking about, so I'm just going to get straight to it. While I'm racing my way there, a bit of a shout out to Steve Bitto. Sent me a couple of messages on Xbox One and Twitter, and he's one of these people, and there's a handful of people, I won't say there's many, but one of these people that gets, that was excited or happy that I followed them on Xbox One. And I am honestly flattered by that, but I don't think I will ever be comfortable or understand that. I get excited when other people follow me, but I'm just, I don't know, I'm still just regular old me. It feels really strange. But Steve, dude, appreciate the support. Sounded like you were having a bit of a rough time, so I hope it, I don't know how, but hope it helped. I had no idea, but I thought I'd give you a shout out, man. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now, funnily enough, I haven't got the I've got some missing platinums on the DLC, but this is the last. Okay, this is the jump. This is the last track that I haven't got platinum on, I guess, that I've been trying for a long bloody time. This is the jump I want to focus on. There's a stack of different ways to do this, and I'm going to go through a few of them. So the first one is to try and do a super quick bunny hop, and what you want to try and do is as you get to as you do your bunny hop, you sit back over the seat, so do a big bunny hop, hit hard to the left, lift your rear wheel up out of the way, and only where your rear wheel clears the upper ledge do you then press hard to the right, lean your body weight forward, but you've got to get the angle just right, the throttle control just right, and you'll be able to do this. So let me do this one first. So it's just a really quick, it's up, and then you sort of lean forward, alright? So up, lift the rear wheel out of the way, and then when you get up the top, then you try and do it. Now I find this one really inconsistent, because as you can see, you've got to get your throttle control just right, and I tend to find this pushes you out of the way. So there you go, I kind of did it there. The key part is as you get to the upper ledge, if you accelerate at 100%, you're going to struggle. There you go. That's good enough. So that's the first way you can do this. And if you watch this, bunny hop and sort of bunny hop, but then sit over the bike, and only where that rear wheel clears that upper ledge do you then accelerate. So look, I will say that is the way that seems to be the way the top riders do it. They've got the super precise timing and the ability and skill to be able to nail that consistently. What I've been trying to do, so this is the thing, for my channel, I'm not making content for the super guys that are going to be able to make this. I'm trying to find a way that is, I guess, a bit more predictable and a bit more consistent until you get the swing of things, because a lot of people that I know are still struggling to even finish this track. So now what I'm going to try and do is identify a couple of ways to do this a little. I'm careful about using the word easier, I don't think it is, but anyway. So what the technique that I'm going to show you now, the suggested alternative approach, is that you don't do the second, you don't have to worry about your back wheel, and you don't have to worry about that little flick your body weight at the end. What you're actually going to do, I'll try and explain this first. What you try and do is you do a big bunny hop onto the first section, then you you sort of sit down on the bike and propel yourself forward, and you obviously want to lift your front wheel up and over the top or the upper part or the second higher platform. But what you've got to try and do, and it's sort of counterintuitive to everything else you've done in the game, keep pressing to the left to the right, harder than you normally would, dig your front wheel into the upper platform, and with the momentum that you've got, by pushing your front wheel hard into the platform, your rear wheel will actually lift up a little bit. Now you've still got to get the timing just right, but the idea is that instead of having to do a sort of second and subsequent really precise bunny hop, you just kind of punch your front wheel into the upper ledge and just time it and actually let go of the accelerator. So the key is actually only accelerating, for a very small portion at the bottom here. Let me see if I can do it. But you just watch, you just lean forward there, but more, look at that, more than you think you need to. You see how much more consistently I did that. Now, I'm going to fail it 100 times here, but look, just lean forward, dig your front wheel in, and you see, dig your front wheel in, and then kind of and stop accelerating. You got to make sure your back wheel doesn't hit the join, right? So you need to, like I said, stop accelerating low down, lean forward, dig your front wheel in, and then just kind of let your back wheel just sort of just flop up there. It doesn't. You're not really bunny hopping us. I mean, you're bunny hopping there, but I guess what I'm trying to identify is the least amount of movements. Now, you obviously still have to be super tight on that throttle control, as I just showed you there. But hopefully, hopefully I'm explaining it properly. So what I'm doing, bunny hop, but then just, like I said, just keep holding. So a very small amount of accelerate. There, you did it again. A very small amount of accelerate, and dig your front wheel in harder. And like I said, you're using your front wheel as a pivot to get the rear wheel up, as opposed to having to try and bunny hop. It's still going to take you a huge amount of practice, and you still have to get your throttle control just right. But I'm starting to find it to be, again, for less competent riders. Sort of, how do I say you all suck without? How do you say I suck? Because I'm struggling with this too. I'm like, how do I dance around the topic of saying people that aren't as good as these top guys? But that's what this channel's about. I'm genuinely trying to make content for people of all skill levels, and this is a technique that I would argue it requires less movement. It requires I think a little less precision and a little less fast movement. I just think it's a little bit more forgiving if you get it right. I could be entirely wrong, and I'm happy to get a whole bunch of debate going on this channel about what is the easier, more consistent beginner way to do something. And the only way I can get that is for you guys to, post in the comments and say which way you find better. But yeah, like I said, I've been practicing it tonight. You just got to dig that front wheel in more than you think is natural. And you'll see that back wheel will just come up. Watch. Yeah, it's like that one, sort of. Nah. And the key is your rear wheel, if you're accelerating, your rear wheel will sort of try and stick to the ramp. But if you let go of the throttle pretty quickly, there you go, straight up and over. One more time. Go back and see how the back wheel, like I didn't do any jumps. And we're up and over. The last one I want to show you is occasionally you go, stuffed it, and I'm here. It is possible to recover from this section. This is one of the hardest ones to do, I would argue. But again, from this position, you just do a little sort of flick and bunny hop. So I'll try it again. Just if you do get stuck here, you can try to minimize your faults. You really you need to be right down the back end of the ramp. You need to accelerate flat out briefly and get that rear wheel back up, and then it's just massive throttle control, right? So like I said, this way, I was hoping that this was going to be more consistent, and you may find for you it is. I mean, I'm probably having better luck here getting my back wheel up there myself. But like I said, I just think it requires, it's too fiddly for me to be able to hit this. Like I said, if you're going for 0 fault platinum runs, I mean, I haven't even got platinum yet. If you're going for a 0 fault platinum run, then you shouldn't be watching this video anyway. You know what you're doing. This video is really for people that are struggling to get past this. Oh, and I should say, people like Chris Thompson and Tony Hall. Those are the type of people I'm making this video for. Yeah, I think it was Tony that posted a comment on a video today, and I went, you know what, so many people have asked for this tutorial, so many people are still stuck on this, yeah, least I can do. Yeah, but this one here, from this section here, it's really the same as the first technique I showed you. You basically just do a little bunny hop, get your back wheel out of the way, and then just use masses of throttle control to keep yourself up. And the other technique which I should show you too, you see, like I said, I'm going for platinum. I'm still actually not sure what technique I want to use. There's good and bad parts to each of them, so I really think it's about testing. But honestly, I sat here tonight and did 200-300 faults on this checkpoint just to practice. The other thing I want to show you too, as you've got the throttle control, this ramp is designed in a way that if you accelerate flat out, so once you get your grip and you're all happy, you get this little bit of excitement. If you accelerate flat out, you're not going to make the gap. So what you want to do here is accelerate gently until you get your front wheel over that ledge. And then, as the front wheel clears the ledge, let it start dipping down toward the bomb just briefly, and then accelerate harder. So watch this. You sort of dip, and then accelerate. And what that will do is get you up to the... That'll get you over the ledge. So you kind of, just as your front wheel starts, so you sort of start going up, as it starts dipping down, then accelerate. And it just makes more of your momentum go horizontal and sort of, parallel with the ground instead of up in the air and vertical. So, I mean, look, personally, I'm starting to like this front wheel digging kind of technique. I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of it, but like I said, the top replays are really not that good to help beginners get through this stuff. So anyway, I mean, look, that was a further 10 minutes on this obstacle. Like I said, I think to be perfectly honest, it is about personal preference. I don't think it's the type of thing that I'm going to be able to come up with a single technique that just works consistently. I know that's what I attempt to do in so many other places. What I've tried to do is show you three proposed options. I really think it is a matter of you now spending a significant portion of time at that checkpoint. Allow yourself 20 minutes to do it. I sat there for 20 minutes today. I got more comfortable as a result of it, and I just sort of tried to find out what checkpoints worked best for me. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Good luck with Way of the Machine. I need to get back and start doing my Platinum Zero Fault practice. Shifty Samurai has it. My best is 2 faults, but yeah, that was a long time ago and my skills were a lot better. As you can see here, why am I doing this now? Just end the video, Shady. Actually, that was one thing I was pretty pleased with myself, that I figured out you can actually recover even when you get off here. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, why do I care? Whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to get back to my Platinum practice, and you guys can try and finish that checkpoint. If you do get it, let me know, please, in the comments. And if there's any other tutorials or tracks you want me to see or anything like that, let me know in the comments, and I'll always get to them. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll make some more soon.